Hello again, and welcome to the next episode of What's Happening Anchorage, brought to you by the Anchorage Chamber of Commerce. I am your host, Jessica Quintero, and today we're here at Midnight Sun Home Care. We're going to meet with Kevin Turkington, the CEO and owner of Midnight Sun Home Care. And don't worry, we're going to see Dan at the next location, so come on. Hello. Hi. Jessica Quintero.
Yeah, Kevin Turkington. Welcome to Midnight Sun Home Care.
Thank you for having us today. Where did Midnight Sun Home Care originate from? Where was the idea brought up?
Well, funny you should ask. Actually, I had no intentions of getting into this field, but I was actually a journeyman mechanic most of my life, fixing cars and helping people that way.
That's different.
And then life happens, as it usually does to most of us, and I had something happen that really kind of changed my direction, and 42 years old, and had to figure out what the heck I wanted to do when I grew up.
So I hear that you actually support the Arthritis Foundation here in Alaska.
So yeah, the Arthritis Foundation is pretty near and dear to me, mainly because it's the #1 cause of disability in the U.S. And it just doesn't get much attention, and it's kind of like the underdog in the industry of charities, if you will. And so I thought, what could I do to really help them out and get the word out, as well as help raise funds and awareness. And so we created the Midnight Sun Swinging the Solstice Charity Golf Classic. We're getting ready to kick into gear for our 4th annual charity event. It's going to be at Settlers Bay, June 23rd this year.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much for all that you do. So tell me a little bit more about Midnight Sun Home Care. What services do you offer?
Well, we provide private duty in-home care for senior vulnerable adults, those convalescing from surgeries and so on. And really the whole idea is for people to remain in their own homes for as long as possible. Everything from a few hours a day right on up to 24 hours a day, including end-of-life support care. So it's the full gamut. Life happens 24/7, and we're here 24/7.
So you've been a member of the Anchorage Chamber of Commerce for probably a little bit over 7 years now, right? How has the experience been, or how has being a member helped the company?
Anchorage is a big town, but it's also a small town. It's got that small town feel. But the chamber has really made a difference in making a big town seem small, because by getting involved with the people in the chamber and all the other businesses, you get to know who's who around town and kind of the movers and shakers, if you will.
The networking is strong.
Yeah, the network's really strong, and all the different activities that you can get involved in. It just really helps you connect you to the community in a way that so few things really do.
Well, thank you for that. So I do hear that we actually get to go see one of your clients and see someone in action. And actually, I think we're meeting Dan Newman over there. So you ready to go do that?
Yeah, so actually I'm going to have Becky, our care director, meet you over at our client's house, and so you can meet them there.
All right, awesome. Well, I'm excited. Well, thank you so much for having me here.
You're welcome.
All right, I'll see you soon.
Thank you. All right.
Hello. Everyone's already here. I told them that you would be here. Hello.
So glad you could make it.
Miss Janet. Hi, I'm Jessica Quintero. Thank you for having me.
So we were just sitting here chatting, and Miss Becky was telling me all about the services that Midnight Sun provides for their clientele.
Awesome. Yes. I'm the care director at Midnight Sun Home Care, and so what we do is we just kind of match our clients to our caregivers and needs, and what Miss Janet would request and like, and kind of match it up in the office and do an introduction and a meet and greet and kind of go on from there.
So Miss Janet, again, you have a very lovely home here. I mean, we can see just by the amount of beautiful art pieces and decorations. I mean, how long have you been here?
We moved into this home in 1958.
Oh, wow.
Wow, so like almost 60 years basically. Okay.
There's a lot of history in here. For
Absolutely.
Sure. I love it.
And what has it meant for you to be able to actually just stay in your home with all your familiar surroundings?
Well, that's why I want to stay, because I'm familiar with, I have to get rid of an awful lot of things.
Nobody wants that.
How long have you been with Midnight Sun Home Care now?
Oh, I don't remember. It's been a couple of years, I think.
Oh wow, okay,
So,
nice.
2 years?
Well, I really appreciate, or we really appreciate the opportunity to come here and visit you in your lovely home. Thank you very much for having us as guests here today.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
What a lovely home.
I know.
And Miss Janet was such a sweetheart.
She was.
It was really great to know that there's such an awesome company like Midnight Sun Home Care that provides that high level of service to let people stay independent in their own homes.
That's right. I do agree. I loved it. And thank you all so much for joining us today on What's Happening Anchorage, brought to you by the Anchorage Chamber of Commerce.
Tune in next week for another episode, and as for right now, we're your hosts, Dan Newman
And Jessica Quintero. And this is What's Happening Anchorage.